Negandhi joins us. Kevin, good morning.
Good morning, fellas. How you doing?
So, Kevin,
Are you waking up in Atlanta today, right?
Listen, I'm sorry. I sound like I smoked a pack of Newports. I just did. It's been a week, man. So I did the college football award show last night. It's a 2-hour show, but we were. I was in at work at 9 a.m. and now I'm working on the Heisman. I'm doing stuff with the Heisman people this weekend. I was in New York Tuesday night doing the MSG stuff, and tonight there's another Heisman show. There's another show after Sports Center. So it's been a week, and I love what I do. I'm very lucky, and it's great to talk to you guys.
you are
awesome.
You're killing it as always, Kevin. And, of course, we all know that one of the lead stories all over ESPN, and, of course, 6 o'clock Sports Center, was everything that happened this week with the Eagles. So I kind of want to start from the beginning and work our way to where we're at today. What did you make of A.J. Brown's comments on Sunday, Brandon Graham on Monday, and everything that seemed to be smoothed over since then?
So when I first heard it, my first reaction was, why? We've won 9 straight. The team is rolling,
Yep.
and then I flash back to last year. And, I've talked to a lot of people, obviously, this past week, and this has been building. The frustration has been building for some time, and I think there's multiple people involved. It's not just targeted to the frustration of, hey, it's as simple as I'm not getting the ball. I don't think it's like that. I think it's that. So the quarterback, Jalen Hurts, has done his job. The one thing we saw at the start of the season, Kellen Moore's offense, they were a little pass heavy in the beginning, and what happened? We saw turnovers, especially in that Packers game where you're in the red zone, and we were like, whoa, what are we doing? And since they changed off the bye of becoming more run dominant, Jalen has protected the football. He has. And I think the choice of, hey, not trying to force anything, protecting the football, keeping drives alive, relying on the defense has been a formula that has worked. And let's not forget that you have the best running back on the planet right now. And then you have a line that's your biggest strength. I think that they've done all the things that they're supposed to do. The concern, I think, that is building is that you win against teams that are on your schedule. Well, some of these teams are not going to be the teams they're facing in the postseason. And that's the concern, that when you're going to face a really good defensive coordinator, if you face a team like Brian Flores in the Minnesota Vikings, and Flores loves the blitz and send a lot of different looks, but what are you going to do? Let's not forget what Todd Bowles has done to the Eagles. He's put them in a blender, and Jalen Hurts as well, rolling into the left side over the last 3 years. So where is this offense when the postseason comes around? Because you're going to face really good defenses, really good coordinators. I think that's the big concern right now. And then, what BG said, I love Brandon. I think everybody in the entire Philadelphia region thinks Brandon Graham's part of their family. He's that good of a dude. When he said what he said, I was like, whoa, BG. And I think BG, there was frustration because he wants to win. I think also he realized that maybe some of the things I shouldn't say because we've got to fix it in-house, and maybe they tried, because a year ago it felt like some of the leadership wasn't being listened to. And then I come to one other thing. I think it's the biggest week for Nick Sirianni this entire season, because you could be a player's coach, and Nick has done an incredible job the last month. You could be a player's coach. We all know the players love him. But if you're also the player's coach, sometimes, like a parent that wants to be friends with their kids, the kids take advantage of their parent. Eventually, though, you got to say, I'm the dad. Don't mess around with me. F around, find out. And I think Nick's got to send that message to some of these guys that, hey, we are good. I let you guys do a lot of things. We can't air that laundry out there. Keep it in-house, and we'll see how this team responds, because I think the Steelers are going to take it to them. That defense is going to sit there and wait and look for how many times A.J. Brown's going to get the ball, especially those opening drives, the first quarter, the second quarter. I just hope force it. I want them to get AJ the ball. I want them to get Devontae the ball. I also want Jalen to go and get that third look and that fourth look in the passing game. And they desperately need that because defenses are going to pounce on that in the postseason.
That whole F around and find out thing that you gave, like as a parent and a dad, that came way too easily for you. That really, I have a feeling that's been I think that's in the holster. I think that's a go-to move sometimes.
John, that was used. That was used last week.
That's good.
Car ride.
Let's think about it. Let's think about it, though, as you say, the bigger picture is the things that you believe. Is there something that you believe about this team that's been successful in the 9-game streak that you do concern yourself with if it's not the passing game with this team having a chance to go and win in the postseason, maybe having to win 4 games to win a title?
The one thing that has really blown me away about this team that has given me some assurance, and I think Nick has coached that way over the last 5 weeks, is that he believes in the defense. And guys, let's all remember the nightmare situation, what happened the second half of the season. And a lot of that was because there was no belief that the defense could stop a nosebleed, right? So the concern I have more than anything else with this team is their safeties and the health of the safeties, because we saw that exposed a little bit when you don't have Blankenship, and CJ was beaten up in that game. He came back, and so, John, to your point, I think that health is going to be a major concern on staying up, especially on the back end of that defense, to help Q and Cooper and the rookies establish and figure things out, because if you start losing safeties, you're going to be in big trouble here, especially, let's just say there's a matchup against the Vikings, a matchup against the Rams, and a matchup against the Packers, teams that like to, throw it, and they're not afraid because they have multiple wide receivers that make plays. That's the one thing that really concerns me if you want to go on a run in the postseason.
Kevin, you talk to people every single day that cover football. I'm curious, what are people saying at Bristol about Saquon Barkley and his chances to win MVP?
Well, it's interesting because, each and every week the narrative completely changes. And
right.
When Josh Allen scores, records 6 total touchdowns on the road in L.A., that's pretty damn good. So things have quieted down on the Saquon front. They could just come right back up against the Steelers defense that's pretty damn good. So I think it's a week-to-week thing. I think that, to be honest with you, Tunis, like after what A.J. Brown said and what B.G. said, Saquon went, it went back in the file and in the folder, and then they just closed the door, and they're like, let's talk about this. And I do want to say this because I got a lot of feedback on some social media sites about, you're tearing the team apart. Man, I want to tell everybody this. ESPN did nothing. ESPN responded to things that were said, and none of these media outlets, you guys are included, everybody included, we're not trying to figure out and get a story.
The players said it. The players said it.
Right.
And
we dealt with this all week.
Storyline.
Yeah, we dealt with it all week. People in the beginning of the week.
It's unbelievable.
It's the media that created this. It's so ridiculous.
Yeah. You guys are part of this. How are we part of it? We're just reporting what we just heard out of their mouth. So I get a kick out of how narratives completely change, and suddenly all of us are the enemy when we've done nothing. We're just reporting what was said.
It's amazing, isn't it? All right, Kevin, listen, man. Hey, guys, Andrew Salciunas from Kincade and Salciunas. Thank you for checking out all of our stuff on YouTube. Make sure you click, like, subscribe on everything that you see. And, of course, you can see everything from our YouTube feed, full shows, interviews, when John's being an idiot, which is like 15 times a day. So make sure you check out all of our stuff on YouTube. We appreciate it.